The subject of consent to procedures and operations is a very important one. No one can consent on behalf of an adult. The Mental Capacity Act 2005 makes the presumption that an adult can consent for themselves unless it is proved otherwise. Many people with learning disabilities do have capacity to consent, but if a person has a learning disability, they may not be able to consent.
Hello Paul, I'm Rosemary, I'm your nurse today and I'm going to take your blood. Can you tell me why you're here today?
Yes, because I need me iron checked.
Can you tell me what happens if you don't have your iron checked?
I get so tired and weak.
So you're happy to have your blood test today?
Yes.
And are you going to give me consent to do it?
Yes.
The decision maker must decide if the person has capacity to consent. The decision maker is always the person doing the procedure or operation. In healthcare, this is often a doctor or a nurse, but it could be anyone else involved in the person's care. The doctor or nurse needs to find out if the patient can remember information about the procedure. The patient needs to think about the good and bad things about having the procedure and weigh that up to make a decision about whether they consent to the procedure.
Can you tell me what consent means?
It means that I can let you do it.
That's great. Shall we get started?
Yes, please.
Could you hold your sleeve up for me?
I will.
I'm just going to wipe my hands. Is that alright?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm going to put my gloves on. I'm going to put your tourniquet on. It will get tight. Could you put my hand for me? Make the vein rise up. Brilliant. Right, make a tight fist for me so I can feel the vein. Right, I'm just going to make the skin nice and clean before the needle goes in. Right, we've cleaned it and we've got a nice vein, so I'm going to put the needle in now. Can you understand what I've just told you?
Yes.
Can you repeat it back to me?
Yes. You say that you're going to put the needle in my vein and to take some blood out.
That's good. Shall we do it then?
Yes, please.
If the decision maker decides the patient can't consent to the procedure, the decision maker has to make a best interest decision.
Hello nurse, this is Stevie and I'm his mum.
Hey Stevie, I'm Rosemary. I'm here today to take your blood. We're going to take your blood to treat epilepsy medication because if we don't get it right you can feel unwell and you could have more fits.
Okay then, let's get your sleeve up ready for the needle. Come on.
Before we go any further we need to discuss whether Stevie can give consent.
Oh, I can do that because Stephen can't talk and he can't write anything down.
But under the law no one can give consent for another adult.
I don't see why not, I've always done it before.
Would Stevie be able to understand the good and bad things about having his blood taken?
No, I don't think he would, no. So what do we do now?
Stevie, if you can't give consent then we're going to have to look at a best interest decision.
When the decision maker makes a best interest decision, they have to think through the good and bad things about the procedure. They also have to consult with family carers, staff members and anyone else involved in the patient's care. The more complicated the decision is, the more people the decision maker will involve.
When we're making a best interest decision, we need to look at the good things and the bad things when we have the blood taken. The good things about doing the procedure today is that Stevie's seizures would be controlled, his medication would be right and he would remain well. The bad things about Stevie not having the procedure would be that his fits could increase, it could affect his liver and he could have an admission to hospital. Are you in agreement that the procedure should go ahead today?
Oh yes, I think it's a good idea.
The decision maker then has to make a decision and fill in a form. It's important to remember that the decision is up to the person doing the procedure and not anyone else.
Well, I'll sign the form then we'll do the procedure.
Remember, giving consent is up to you. It is important that you're given time to make a decision. If you want to know more, there is information on the internet under Consent or the Mental Capacity Act. Your GP or people in your local learning disability team will also be able to tell you more about this subject.